What's up, guys? You are watching Grant Rants, the last bastion of free speech on the internet. Where have I been? Well, I've been working on the big project, the big summer project of 2018, and there is no big summer project of 2018. No, I've been doing nothing, but I'm back now and better than ever. So what do we do here at Grant Rants? Well, basically, I sit in a chair and I mansplain stuff that nobody cares about. So with that, do you guys want to see a car advertisement? Come on, let's go look.
If you want to be important, wonderful. If you want to be recognized, wonderful. But recognize that he who is greatest among you shall be your servant. That's a new definition of greatness. By giving that definition of greatness, it means you don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics in physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace. Soul generated by love.
Wow, I hated that. It really hit every single note. Every note for like things that I hate in a commercial, we have right there. If I had to describe that commercial in 5 words, which I don't, but I'm going to anyway, it would be completely devoid of self-awareness. And I'm not saying that I automatically like a commercial if it's meta.
What? It's a Tide ad.
Oh, it's a Tide ad? Thanks. I didn't get the joke the first 50 fucking times.
It's a Tide ad.
Tide ad. Tide ad.
It's a Tide ad.
Tide ad? What else would this be an ad for?
Still, I have to give them credit for at least trying to make a joke. Ram here, on the other hand, they have no idea what comedy is. Ram's advertising strategy is essentially just to give everybody an America boner. And what I mean by that is they basically hope that everyone will infer that if you like America, you will also like Ram pickup trucks. We have an inspirational speech, we have clips of inspirational shit happening, and then we have a fucking truck just driving around. I cannot be the only person who finds this absolutely ridiculous. Let's check. Let's see what the internet thinks about this abomination. People do hate this, but not for the reason that I thought at all. Apparently the inspirational speech that was playing over the truck porn and the hashtag inspiring clips was a sermon from Dr. Martin Luther King. Why all the dislikes though? Let me see if I can find a rational explanation for all of this. Oh good, Twitter moments. You know, what I love about Twitter moments is that people from all over the internet just come together on this one platform and they just take part in rational discourse about these political topics, and it's really rewarding. All right, well, let's read some of the tweets about this. Dodge using an MLK Jr. speech for their ad? I am disgusted. You know, that's great and everything, but what exactly are they? Okay, I see. We can come to the actual argument to be made, which is that Dr. King was against capitalism. So it's a little bit kind of, stupid to use him in an ad where you are trying to sell a product. And you know what? I completely agree. This is absolutely an insult to his legacy. But couldn't you say that about using basically any famous human rights activist to sell a product?
Because they change things.
Here we have Gandhi, a guy who once went 21 days without food to protest violence. But you know what? He would have just loved to have some of those great Apple products. Oh, I'm sure that the guy who fought to end the enslavement of lower classes would have just loved the fact that some Chinese kid probably died to make the fucking iPhone that I'm using to film this video. What were we talking about again? Oh right, yeah, the video. But wait, look at the dislike ratio on this video. Where's the outrage? I mean, they're using Gandhi to try and sell Apple iPhones. Isn't that kind of fucked up? Isn't that kind of exactly the same thing that these Martin Luther King supporters are talking about? This guy starved the fuck out of himself. Like, look at how skinny this motherfucker is. But okay, is Gandhi not sacred enough for your outrage? Fine. Let's go look at something else. Let's look at something even more sacred than that.
It would be great if human beings were great at being human. It would be wonderful if common knowledge was knowledge common. It would be spectacular if the golden rule was golden to every man.
Treating others like we'd like to be treated has always been our guiding principle.
Marriott has boiled down the most essential law of human morality into a fucking hashtag. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Or here at Marriott, we just call it the hashtag golden rule. Marriott here has degraded the words of Jesus Christ himself to a goddamn promotional hashtag for good customer service. Fucking hell, is anyone else mad about this ad? Oh, actually, yes. Oh, but that's just because Marriott did some shitty thing during the hurricane. Look guys, it shouldn't take them abandoning people in a storm for you to realize how stupid this commercial is. This and the Gandhi commercial are perfect examples of the same kind of stuff that you guys are so outraged about. So, with that said, where's the righteous fury? What I'm gonna do is go out on a limb and say that it's probably because Dr. King is black. What I'm saying is that in today's political climate, if you take advantage of a black person at all, then that's pretty much paramount to slavery. Oh yeah, I know that it sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud, but remember digital blackface?
Blackface is when a non-black person uses makeup to blacken up. And digital blackface is the 21st century version of that. White people using GIFs to perform some kind of exaggerated blackness.
That didn't make any sense either. According to Twitter Moments, this is just Whitey taking credit for black excellence again. But guys, come on, this is not racism. It's actually the exact opposite. Ram was clearly just trying to win over minorities and millennials by using a famous black person in their video. And of course it didn't fucking work, but that's just because they're stupid, not because they're racist. There is a huge difference between stupidity and racism, but people are always much too quick to sound the alarm and blame everything on the latter. Believe it or not, Black Twitter, this was Ram trying to make you like them. Hey, speaking of racism in advertising, do you remember the racist ad from H&M a few months ago? You remember, right? A black kid wore a shirt that said monkey. And then everyone decided that this was a huge racist corporate conspiracy that goes right to the top, and we just have to do something about it. Here is what we know. H&M paid a black kid to wear a shirt that identifies him as a cool monkey. This caused outrage, which even escalated to violence in some cases. H&M apologized profusely, and the story is pretty much blown over. But guys, listen, there was zero racism anywhere in this story. Want me to prove it? Go onto the online store of any clothing retailer. If you look closely, you'll realize that they're not using a different model for every article of clothing. That would be way too expensive. No, they just have a couple of models and they split the wardrobe up amongst them, and that's pretty much it. Now, if they only used white models for this, then what would people say? They would say, that's racist. So in order to not appear racist, they'll go out of their way to hire a black guy or a Mexican guy or whatever. It doesn't matter what ethnicity it is. It's just so that people won't get pissed off. So that's what H&M did here. They probably hired a white kid and a black kid and an Asian kid or whatever, and they just said, okay, here's all the clothes, so you wear these ones, and you wear these ones, and you wear these ones, and the black kid just happened to end up with the monkey shirt. But sure, I could be wrong. Maybe what actually happened was H&M just went out of their way, hired a lone black kid, and they told him, hey, wear this monkey shirt so everybody will think you're a monkey. And then people would come and they look at the advertisement and then they'd think, hey, you know what? Maybe those KKK guys were actually onto something. Of course, that's not what's actually going on. You'd have to be an idiot to think that. H&M was clearly just trying to cover their ass and keep from being accused of racism, and so they used a black model. But then when they used a black model, you guys got upset because you didn't like the t-shirt he was wearing. Well, whatever you think about these irrational social justice warrior types, you can't deny that they're winning. Part of me thinks it's hilarious how paranoid these companies are that everyone's gonna lose their shit about some dumb little irrelevant thing. Here's an example. The other day I was talking to my buddy and we were making some plans, and we'd agreed on all the activities we were going to do, down to the time and the place, and I'm sure you know how satisfying that is when you finally get everything right. I was so excited that I decided to use an emoji to express how happy I was with our decision, and I knew of the perfect emoji to use too. The handshake emoji is new to Apple phones, but it's pretty much ideal for this situation. Before I sent the text though, I decided to change the skin tone from the standard emoji yellow. I find it a little bit unnatural looking, but to my surprise, I couldn't change the skin tone. What the heck? Every other hand emoji has 5 different skin tones, but this one didn't. Just the shitty yellow? Why? Why would Apple do this? Can you guess the reason? I can give you a hint. It's pretty stupid. Apple emojis only have different skin tones because people were complaining that it was racist that they couldn't use their own skin color to express how they were feeling. So Apple included 5 different skin tones and basically problem solved, right? Well, not in this case, because in this emoji, we have a handshake. And a handshake takes two separate people. Now, if you're gonna have two separate people, it's not enough to just have a white hand shaking a white hand and a black hand shaking a black hand, a brown hand shaking a brown hand. No, that would be racist in itself. You see, if you were an idiot, you would look at that and you would say, oh, I get it. Apple's saying that whites keep to themselves and blacks keep to themselves and Mexicans belong in Mexico. So what's the only other option? Apple has to program every possible combination of skin tones in existence. I'm no mathematician, but I think that that would be about like 1 million different combinations. So what does Apple do? They wash their hands of it and they just give us this shitty yellow emoji and hope that we're all okay with it. And honestly, I find that hilarious. It is really fun to see all of these corporations with their tails between their legs because they're so afraid of such bullshit. But then I thought about it like this. Why can't that black kid wear the monkey shirt? Seriously, I know that he was paid to wear it, but what if he actually just really liked it? What if it means to him like, yo, I'm gonna go apeshit on that pussy? And that's where the real problem lies. When we're always looking for racism, then we can't really have any fun. And fun has to be by far the most important thing to me. So I'll leave you with this, guys. Chill the fuck out, okay? It's not racism. There is real racism out there, but it doesn't come in the form of an H&M ad or a Ram ad or an emoji. Racism looks like this. Boy, it sure is a great day to be white. What the crap? Oh my god. Hey, Donald Trump? Hi. I would like to report an illegal immigrant, please. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of them. I think we might be getting invaded right now. Okay. Thanks. Oh my god. This is bad. Ah. And when you look at that, it's gotten dark outside, so I guess that means it's time to end the video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to subscribe for new videos quarterly.